I don't know why I did it. I just had to do it. And I have no explanation, because I wake up in the mornings sometimes when I was constructing or before I start constructing. All of a sudden, there's a new idea. This is a whole new thing that comes into my head out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere. Les Miserables, War and Peace, Don Quixote of La Mancha, there's so many. And the Bible, and the Quran, and the Hindu, Confucianism, Laotism. I mean, I devoured these books. I studied it all, trying to figure out what life's all about, what am I going to do, why am I here, and all that. And so it gave me a pass. It took me a couple of years, 6, 7, 8 hours a day of just drawing, plan after plan after plan for what was going to go in here. It was just a process of thinking that just couldn't stop. A typical day with Northlandz as I was building, get up at 5:30. My wife would bring meals out to me many of the times so I could keep right on working. Then 10, 11 o'clock at night, the day would end. I guess it's like any artist. I love to do this. It's like it's a three-dimensional painting. Whether it's reporters or customers or whatever, the word genius is constantly thrown at me. This is sheer genius and this and that and so forth. I don't feel like I'm a genius at all. I'm just another guy with some kind of a quest. It's a process I couldn't teach. I just couldn't. I couldn't teach somebody how to design something like this or how to build it. I just, it could be Martian given or God given or somebody given. It may not even be me. As I decided to try to do this, everybody thought I was a total idiot. Whether it was town officials, relatives, I lost a couple of friends. They says, anybody that's going to do this for trains and mountains and stuff is out of his head. Everybody thought it would open and then fail within 2 or 3 years. I was called all kinds of names by the family. Bruce's Folly, who's going to bail you out when you go bankrupt and all that kind of stuff. I says, I don't think we're going bankrupt, but you never know. My wife was the only one that stuck by me 1,000%. I did need somebody that believed in me, She died 10 years ago. Like anybody that loves somebody that dies, your life is a little empty for a while, sometimes a long while. I was stuck in neutral for about a year and a half, 2 years. So you're going to see some new stuff in there.
Really? You put some new stuff?
Always.
Wow.
No new projects. I had to move on. Hello, Northlandz. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. Very good. Thanks. Right. Bye. Bye. That was the birthday party they left. Thanking me for a great birthday party. The reactions we get, never been so impressed in my life. We get this hundreds of thousands of times over the years. And you say, well, with all that reaction and word of mouth, this should be super successful. You know, somebody says, you gotta go to the Northlandz or something like that. And well, I'm not into toy trains. I don't want to go spending money to see a bunch of toy trains. And that's the image that's there. Oh, I gotta dust that river. Dust river, fix trains, and there was something else, but I'll remember it. You know, I do most of the maintenance here, repairs and all that. Cheese and crackers. I got a leak that's been there since the day we opened, and nobody can figure out how to correct it. Nobody.
Do you ever feel like Northlandz has grown too big for you to keep up with?
No. If I could expand this 3 times what it is, I definitely need a couple more people to keep the trains running and dusting and cleaning. But no, this could get 10 times the size. This is a trestle bridge. It's probably got 4,000 or 5,000 pieces of wood in it. Probably 5-6 weeks. There's all individual different buildings. This is a good month's work. It was a bear. This is the world's tiniest rainforest. This was built over a period of about 3 months. I'd say 6 to 7 weeks, because this was complex to build, this whole road system here. This whole scene will be a very, very complex scene. It was going to start this past spring, but I fell in love, and all my time's been going to my new woman. My great new woman. Hello, Northlandz. We are open. Inside this building, I have 6 major projects. I have a new wing I want to build that'll be much grander than this. It won't be as big as this, but it'll be grander because I learned from this. Hoover Dam, the Swiss Alps, snow-capped peaks, a huge desert scene, grander views. The biggest expense is my own work, which I don't get paid for.
What would be the worst thing that could happen to Northlandz?
That it doesn't survive.
Is that possible?
Anything's possible. There's can't go further in debt at this point, not knowing what the next 2 or 3 years is going to bring. My search for what to do with a life in my life is kind of over. I know where I'm going, what I'm going to do. Even in the Bible, I'm not terribly religious, but there's a quote that says, find what the heart will do. In other words, what your talents are, and then do it with all of your might. And I may be doing none of this. This is some Martian or alien or inner Earth something or a God picking up on my enthusiasm, personality, and said, this is what you're going to do. I don't know that. If I can live to 110 or 20, you know, if medicine allows that these days, I'll be working at what I got to do. If the monies were there, you know, and it's not costly, it's not super costly, I'd be working again 18, 19 hours a day. I love it, because I know it's going to entertain somebody. It's a gift to the world. It's my gift to the world. Show's on.